is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Shifts by him, and he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The rushing numbers for Pollard last week.
13 carries, 52 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
From the 45 on second down, Allen.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Throwing now is Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there, because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down, because guess what? That drive continues.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's
mark.
the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Dolphins getting set for their first drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Castillo now throwing to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Here's Castillo on 3rd and 2. And this is caught by Watkins.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. The Dolphins at 2-0 here to begin the season. And off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki.
On the move past the 40.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 33. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 30.
Up the middle they go. Far. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Barton. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. On 2nd down now, it's Barton. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Akers will score. Touchdown, Miami. Caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they ended with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they got to like the way that they started this ball game.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays on total. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. but I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Going to run again here with Pollard.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. His throw incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Allen.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
We'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Complete to Gabriel Davis. He has 11 on the play. First down, Bills.
Seven, our score after 1. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. A beautiful fake.
59 yards on the ground for him so far.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On play action, Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Allen off the play fake. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football.
Throwing to start the drive. Castillo. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. To throw is Castillo. Off the play fake.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, far, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
On the handoff, running left is Akers. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Allen completes it to Davis. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. To throw, it's Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Well, they sit him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And some room to work. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
78 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Allen.
has his man. It's Shakir. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and maybe an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills have taken the lead.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slam route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard.
Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw.
Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Allen going to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Allen's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. that might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now Allen again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 17-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there.
He's up near 100 yards now here in the second quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
He'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Castillo.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Castillo to throw on 3rd down. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over them as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So the 2 teams will...
But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Now Castillo looking to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Castillo. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. On play action, Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Back to the air on second down. It's Allen.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. From the gun on third down. And Diggs has it.
And he is going to have a Bills first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And again, it's Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Curtis Samuel from 8 yards out.
And the Bills have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Barton. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Castillo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Yetur Gross-Matos, his 2nd sack of the night. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bills to take over. They've got the lead right now, and last week they were able to defeat the Atlanta Falcons here as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
108 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Allen off the play fake. This will be caught at Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That is his 951st NFL reception. So 49 away from 1,000, but 951. That ties him with Andre Reed.
Oh, I love the trigger there because Andre Reed caught the ball any part of the field and specialized in traffic, similar to what we've seen throughout his career as well. Does not mind going across the middle and making big-time catches.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And out come the Dolphins now.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun, Castillo. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Operating from the gun, Castillo. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Castillo.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Looking to throw. Castillo. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Castillo now on 1st and 10.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He is going to find Hill here.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Cam Akers,
his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we sure realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Trying to run forward with Pollard, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Yeah, able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. Now Allen throwing on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 11. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, he'll find Diggs once more on the completion.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Pollard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Touchdown! Dawson Knox. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bills are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Miami set to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Here's Castillo on first down. On the right side open is Gesicki.
4 yards on the pickup.
To throw is Castillo. To throw on second down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Castillo. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
They'll run left with Pollard. Room here to run.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Holding, offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. They will find Davis. That's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense returning to the field. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. Trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, They fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Castillo throwing on first down.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Now Castillo on first and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Back to throw again.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
They'll look to throw again.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Akers back-to-back catches.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Back to throw. Castillo looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Quez Watkins. Incomplete.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds.
It's a win here for the Bills. And this one, Charles, just too much Josh Allen.
Yeah, that was a masterclass in quarterback play, wasn't it? 5 touchdown passes. You talk about the rapport he had with his receivers. It was like a